right. So ease. Are we ready? Y'all come on forward, and we're going to have a less than traditional way of blessing this flow. Here we go. And then we'll say our conscious giving blessing. That's right, because it's easy, and we might as well go we. This is just one of my tools.
Pure adrenaline.
There you go. There's life right there. Pure adrenaline. All right, so we breathe into that sense of we and ease and adrenaline of spirit rushing and adrenaline of recognizing, oh my gosh, I am here to be awake, alive, alert, and the magnificent soul that I am. So we give from that sense of gratitude, being part of this big picture of unity in Chicago that has blessed so many lives, and for years on ending will bless so many lives. This community tithes, and we become part of this amazing law of circulation. So we have no idea where our next blessing's coming from, but one thing for sure, it's going to happen. So let's say together our conscious giving blessing. We are grateful for these gifts of faith and love. We recognize these are signs of our prosperity and highest good. We affirm God is in action right here and right now. Amen. Thank you. And Kathy.
Okay. We are absolutely blessed with an amazing array of upcoming activities in our community, but we are also trying to be mindful of our announcement time. So our bulletins have really become even more important than they ever were. So what we need you to do is to take your bulletin home and mark your calendars, do just a little bit of homework so you don't miss out on anything fun that's coming up. So please, 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 that's my most important announcement today. But I do have a few other things I want to mention. First one is we are family, and of course we support one another during our times of celebration and challenge. So our beloved Jean Scott is experiencing some chemo treatments right now, and so she could use some community support as she continues through her healing process. In addition, our beloved John Stoltz is in a rehab center in Lincolnshire and recovering from an injury to his leg. So he would like to get some visitors or cards. So if you go see Ro after the service in the Sunshine Gallery, you can find out how you might be able to help out Jean and also get the address to visit or send a note to John. So please do those things. Centro Romero sends their deep appreciation to Unity for our outpouring of care for the children in their domestic violence program. Thanks to you, every child received a backpack. How cool is that? But beyond that, they got to feel that outpouring of love and caring that this community can help provide. So thank you for everyone who participated. Coming up on September 28th, our LGBTA team invites you to participate in the AIDS Walk and Run, and they have a table in the Friendship Room for information down below us. Also, our night ministry is going to prepare a special summer picnic for the homeless this Thursday evening, and they need some additional hands starting at 6:30. Ro will be in the gallery, and you can sign up with her to help out with that on Thursday. Claudia Braun is here with an invitation. Oh, here she is. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Claudia Braun, and I'm here to invite you. I am doing a talk at 1:30 for those of us who are struggling with food, with your body, and would like to change that. We're going to be meeting in the library for an opportunity to transform your experience with both. And then starting on Monday, September 8th, We will start a 4-week group from 7 to 8:30. So I hope you'll join me.
Okay, thank you, Claudia. And we have Katie Mertens to tell us about another opportunity. Oh. Sorry.
I'm going to kill myself. Offer an announcement. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Unity. Come to the taste and you'll see me too. So for all this and fabulous food, come buy your tickets for the taste today and next week. And the taste is September 6th from 4:30 to 7:30. Over 38 chefs have signed up. It's going to be fun.
Can you just tell us a few of the items?
Oh,
Here's her
some of the items. There's a whole list of items at the table in there, but oh my God, there's
Annette's fabulous ribs.
Annette's famous ribs, brat sliders, Indian vegetables, brownies, the famous mac and cheese, all kinds of amazing things. And we have a list just to tease you a little. Oh. I'm not so good at this. It's 10 tickets for $5, and the food is anywhere from about 2 tickets to 5 tickets. So it's very inexpensive, and it's amazing. Yes.
Oh, and it's Marina Sable's birthday. Happy birthday!
Oh, yay! Sorry, I'm slow.
Okay, and we have a furry friend with Carol. Oh my gosh, 2 furry friends she's got. And I suspect there may be more if this isn't enough. Oh, they're precious.
We can only carry 2 at a time. We have 6 kittens. They're 12 weeks old now. They're fixed. They're ready to be adopted. And if you'd like to see them, we'll be in the back. And thank you again for your support for the pet ministry. They're doing pretty well.
They're so sweet. Anyway, okay, our beautiful flowers today are given by Jeff Vivick in honor of his wife, Sarah. In celebration of their 20th anniversary. And let me read you the note that Jeff wrote. When a funny magician named Jeff met a beautiful dancer named Sarah, it was showtime for love. Rave reviews led to the addition of 2 amazing co-stars, Zoe and Jake, and The Bibic Show, which opened here at Unity 20 years ago, goes on. Thank you for your love. And thank you for being part of our community. We certainly celebrate with you and congratulate you and wish you at least 20 more years of light, love, and laughter ahead. Okay. So thank you. Congratulations. All right. If you are here with us for the first time today, we hope you are enjoying our service. We hope that you feel the warmth and light and love that is in this community. We want you to be a part of it. We want to get to know you. So if you are here for the first time, if you just raise your hand with me, our ushers have a tiny little gift we'd like to share with you. Over here. Got it. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So welcome. And if anybody is fairly new here or just a little shy, please feel free to stop by our welcome zone. We have a it's our welcome table, not our welcome zone, but it is in the gallery over here, and we would like to give you a CD and get to know you. If you have any questions, if anyone has any questions about Unity or our group here, please stop by and ask. We'd like to share with you and learn from you as well. Okay, let's welcome back Patty Ortega.
I woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. Three little birds, each on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. And they were singing, "This is my message to you." Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Tell you don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Said I woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, each on my doorstep, they were singing sweet songs of the melodies pure and true. And they were saying, "This is my message to you." Everybody, everybody, don't worry about a thing. Why? 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Tell you don't worry about a thing. No, 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 no. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, each on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of the melodies pure and true. And they were saying, "This is my message to you." Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Tell you don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Give me some. Don't worry, let me hear you sing, about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I tell you don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, each on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, the melodies pure and true. they were saying, this is my message to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we take off knowing that's easy and saying together, I wonder how this is going to work out. All right, let's stand and sing ourselves out of here.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Would you like the screen up so it's not behind you?
Gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 so grateful, so I'm grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, so grateful, so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, so grateful, I'm so grateful, so grateful, so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so very grateful, so blessed, so grateful. And every day I start my day by saying how I'm grateful, grateful, I'm so grateful. I
Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. You have all you need, it's all inside of you. Just close your eyes and breathe and know that you are safe. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. No need to make a plan, your heart will be your compass. Lift your sails in faith and trust that you will arrive. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Float into the mystery. Float into the mystery. Let go. Float. Float. Let go. Float. Let go. Float. All is well, I can rest, I am safe. All is well, all is well, I can rest, I am safe. All is well, all is well, I can rest, I am safe. All is well, all is well, I can rest. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive.
Good morning. Here we are. My other half. All right. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity in Chicago. My name is Kathy Mathis. If you're new here, we want you to know that at Unity in Chicago, we welcome and embrace people of every lifestyle, culture, and creed. We honor and celebrate people of every walk of life, and we come together to celebrate for ourselves and for each other that Spirit of God that lives inside each one of us and guides our lives with peace and truth and grace. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for being part of our community this morning, part of our service, and part of our joy. So as we start our service, one of the things we like to do is to share our daily word with our friends around the world. And so today's daily word is healing. Wholeness is my true nature. I am innately whole and healthy. Divine life is real, abiding, and eternal, and I am life in expression. To experience the fullness of life, I first realized that I live, move, and have my being in the universal life flow of God. I center my feelings, thoughts, and words on oneness and the perfect life within me. I feel and know life is present and available to me in all its fullness. When my mind is focused on the divine idea of wholeness, I am in conscious harmony with the rhythm and flow of divine life. I demonstrate wholeness in my mind and body. Wholeness is my true nature and my birthright. I confidently claim it by affirming life, sweet life. From Genesis 1:26, God said, "Let us make humankind in our image according to our likeness." And now, let me turn it over to Reverend Heidi.
Yay. Thanks, Kathy. Well, late good morning, and welcome to Unity in Chicago, your home of light, love, and laughter, and I'd like to add lots of fun. Yes, I tell you. Our Friday night concert was a hunk, a burnin' love, that is for sure. Yes, and I woke up Saturday morning with a happy hangover. It was so huge. And before we clap for everybody, our Unity singers were absolutely extraordinary. Tom's last name again is? Logan. Okay, so we had Maggie Bynum, Nancy Erickson, Suzanne Palmer, Josie Falco, Sean Harris, and Tom Logan as our Unity singers. And then, of course, the Peter Polzak trio, Peter Polsak, Bill Harrison, Sarah Allen. And let's give these amazing people a hand. Whoa. Yes, 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 yes. And especially to Peter, who put it all together. They were here rehearsing 5 hours on Monday night. So Peter, thank you, and thank you all for coming and attending. We raised thousands of dollars. We don't even have a final tally yet, but this sanctuary is getting beautified. It'll start. Yes, yes, yes. So happy anniversary, 25 years, and we are going to be here for many, many more years, and it will be beautiful. The other thing that happened is that we had an incredible meal beforehand that was a divine idea by Ron Baxter, and Ron Baxter bought ribs for 150 people, so let's give Ron, stand up, Ron. Ron, stand up. Yay, Ron, yay, Ron. And Ron said, you think a rib fest will work? I'm like, these people like to eat. I think so. So thank you so much. What a tithe, what generosity. And is Ro up here? We wanted to, the gal behind all of this, our see, she's always working, I tell you. But, the people behind the scenes that allow the Wednesday Cafe to be so perfect and beautiful. And then any big event we have, Ro Stevenson. Come here, Ro. Ro, get up here. Come on. All right. It's okay. I just want to give you a hand. You're so amazing. You're our unsung hero. That's right. That's right. That's it. And remember, Ro does line dancing on Monday nights, and you don't want to miss it. You cannot be unhappy and do the line dancing. Okay. So we're in our beautiful series of allowing life to be easy and understanding that it is truly the way we see ourselves and we see the world that then allows ease to be the byproduct of living. It's the way that we're born to live, our divine inheritance. So in our world of how does a church work easily, I was living in Italy in 1988 to 1990, and when I'd go to the bank, we would have these long lines, and I always thought, well, I like Italian people, it's no problem standing in this long line. But what was always interesting to me is that I knew from the United States we had ATM machines, and we didn't need to stand in a long line. But again, in Italy, who cares? We're just moving through our time. We don't really care. But we've been dealing with something very similar here at Unity in Chicago, that we have these long lines to sign up for the cafe, to sign up for classes, to tithe, to do whatever you want to do. We have a system about writing names down, and half the time we can't read people's emails, and on and on and on. So in our world of life being easy, we are going to present something new to this congregation. I've been so blessed because a young lady that I met in a prosperity class came to one of my prosperity classes in Kansas City. When I moved to Chicago, she goes, you think I may be able to come? And I said, I have a sneaky feeling we're going to need some help. And so Christy Curry, about 2 months ago, just gave lock, stock, and barrel and said yes to coming to Chicago, to Unity in Chicago. And she is now helping us. She's our business manager, but she's also our website master. And so she's helping us get into this ease of electronic giving, the world of being easy, because if you haven't noticed, I fought Facebook, I fought the computer for years, but it seems to be happening anyway. So we're working with the ease of life. And so, Christy, if you'll come forward, and let's give Christy a hand. Yes. So tell us about a program called Easy Tithe, because we're talking today about summertime and the giving is easy. Oh, all right.
Hello. So my church in Kansas City was really convenient for me because we had an online giving machine. It looked like an ATM. We could just go and swipe our card. And I don't know about you all, but I don't carry a checkbook. And going to an ATM before church kind of doesn't happen too often. So having a debit card system available was really convenient. So we've done, the first step of that is to get it on our website. So you can go to our website to the Give button, and you can do a one-time donation. You can do recurring giving, and very soon we're going to be able to have take payments for classes and Wednesday cafe and concerts and everything. So it'll be really convenient for everyone, and it's going to save the church a lot of money on staff hours. So
I guess they can create a profile, can't they,
Yes.
eventually? You can create a profile and get your statement of all your giving, and so it'll be really,
yeah.
beautiful. So we
Great.
have a little video. You want to show that? Show that now? Okay.
Please.
Hope it wouldn't be this one, though. You'll notice easy. It's divine mind. Thank you for this video. Thank you for this video. Oh.
This is Bob. Bob loves his church and donates regularly. But when Bob goes on vacation, the church misses his tithe. But what if Bob's church has easy tithe? Bob could set up recurring giving in a few quick steps. His donations flow directly to his church, and the church could do more ministry. That's the power of an online giving system from Easy Tithe. We make tithing easier for you and your donors, improving stewardship and your bottom line. Lots of churches agree. Ken has twice as many donors choosing to give online with lower fees. And at Diane's church, members find it easy to pay online whenever they want. With Easy Tithe, your giving is stabilized and easy to track. Our mobile web app and text giving even let your members tithe on the go. Minimize the fees, maximize your ministry. Get started today at easytithe.com.
Thank you, Christy. Yes, so I'm going to turn this one on. All right.
That was easy.
Right, okay, so that's what we're going to have you all do. And again, if recurring giving is something that works for you, it's really a fabulous experience for us, because when you go on vacation, we still have the electric bill, and we still have all these things happening. So if you give on a recurrent basis, it just helps us know our budget a lot better. And if you're willing to give anything in a recurrent way, that's such a benefit to us that we want to benefit you. And so you would be able to have a free cafe a month, or a free something a month if you don't come for the cafes, all right? So just, Christy will be in our Sunshine Gallery if recurring giving is something that would work for you, because it may be easy for you, it'll certainly be easy for us. The other thing that I did besides the rock and roll concert is I went on a tour with a number of you yesterday, Inside the Loop with Larry Byrne. And it was so fascinating that a number of people that were with us kept saying, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And even when it rained, because it did, we all got into the ped walk. Who knew, right? Underground, you know?
That was easy.
Right. It was really amazing. And we went into your cultural center, and it was just a fantastic thing, and especially how this city has rebuilt itself after the fire. But the most fascinating thing is we went into the old Marshall Fields. It's now Macy's. And rarely have I ever shopped where I'm actually looking at the architecture of the building, but it was amazing. And then we went at the Lancome counter, and Ramona and I were laughing because we'd never looked up. But if you look up, there's that amazing dome that Marshall Fields has made. So I just invite you, if you are this Saturday at 10 o'clock, if you'd like to go with Larry Byrne. Since he was 5 years old, he wanted to start touring and showing people Chicago. And he is fantastic. He was sitting right there, but he'll be here after the service. If you want to go next Sunday, they're going to go to next Saturday, they're going to do the Gold Loop at 10 a.m. and go see Larry. All right? What did I say? Gold Loop. The Gold Loop. I bet you that will be the next thing that you guys, yeah. The loop looked pretty golden. I'm just saying. I'm making it up here. Goes to the Gold Coast, 10 a.m. on Saturday. There's Larry. All right, yay. And the most fun was Larry was having a ball, and so we all had a ball. All right, so you ready to feel groovy? Yes. All right. Patty Ortega and the Peter Polzak Trio.
Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. La da 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 da, feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, how you doing? I come to watch your flowers blooming. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do do do, feeling groovy. La da 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 da, feeling groovy. I got no dates to do, no promises to keep. I'm dapper and lousy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. La da 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 da, feeling groovy. No deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dapper and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. La da 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 da, feeling groovy.
You're so groovy. You're groovy, baby. Ah. Yay, music. Yay, people that can sing and people that can play. Oh my gosh. We are such a groovy group. All right. Because life is easy and we're groovy, and that's just how it is. So we are in our flow of recognizing the ease that is our birthright when we let it be. We're looking at this idea that ease is from our acronym. Maybe we could put that up. Yes, our energetic effort, our attitude of allowing, our sanity of self-care, and saying yes to you. So we're talking about the last two in this acronym today, the sanity of self-care and saying yes to you. Now, I'll tell you, it is an interesting journey that we're all born. Can we put the babies up looking like this? And all of us, right? Okay? So this is how we start. And I always ask on my radio show, Let's Get Naked. Anyone not born naked? Right? I'm just asking, okay? So we're born having everything we need. We are God in action. Can we know that this is God, right? And then something happens, we learn some other things besides I am God in action, I am the answer to all my problems, I am unique, no one can ever be me again. And maybe it's happened to me, maybe it's happened to you, that you all started like this. And then we were taught things that were not true by people who were also told and taught things that were not true. And so when we come into this sense of self-love, it's like, okay, I don't know if I get it. I don't know if I get self-love. You know, truly, if someone walked around and talked to you like you talk to you, you wouldn't hang around with that person. That person would not be your friend. And so we know that we have healing to do, which is our daily word today, around self-love, around self. And what is self? Now, Jesus, when they asked him, how do you live this life? You know, Moses had 10 commandments, but Jesus, New Testament, little shorthand, he had 2 commandments. All right? That was supposed to be funny, y'all. And so here are his 2. So we'll do the commandments. The 2 commandments are these. They said, teacher, which is the great commandment in the law? And Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. So we start with that first one, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, and your mind. And where is God? Within, right? God is life. God is love. God is not a dysfunctional parent up in the sky that is a naughty and nice list. And I understand, even that was confusing as a kid, wasn't it? Yeah, I know many of you have said, when I sat in those churches that told me I was a sinner and God was up in the sky, and some of your faces look confused right now. It was like, I knew that wasn't true. I knew that there had to be, like, who made this up? Right? It certainly wasn't Jesus, and it certainly wasn't, it was men that in most cases, men and women, maybe only men, but a group of people that needed to control people through God being mean, and you should be afraid, right? And so we know that that's not true, but then what happens is your sense of self is something about, I need to change who I am to be accepted. If I'm a sinner, there's something in me that's broken that needs to be fixed, and then maybe I'm okay to some grand plan, when the grand plan is, when you look at those babies, you had it all the time. You had it all the time. So self-love is the only thing that really matters. The only way we can show up for anything, the only way we can draw to us what we really want in life is to know that we deserve it. So we practice this. We come every week to remember that it's really that sentence of, I've had it all the time. Can we say that together? I've had it all the time. And then what we're using as our affirmation for these 3 weeks, and you can use it in your life, I wonder how this is going to work out. I wonder how this is going to work out. Because when we know we have everything we need, we know the universe plots for our good, everything gets to be this kind of an adventure to be lived rather than a problem to be solved. The next commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. Most of us got it a little twisted in this religion thing that was you were a sinner, and it's like, I'm going to love my neighbor instead of myself. Right? I'm going to take your temperature to figure out how I'm feeling. Yes, and if you're crying or you have a problem, I won't look at that I'm uncomfortable. I just want you to stop having problems so I can feel better. Right? Can anybody relate to this? You know, I was in a therapy group a long, long time ago that where we all sat there, and part of the rule was do not touch the Kleenex. Because when somebody cried, it was their job to pick up the Kleenex and use the Kleenex. But when somebody cried, we all wanted to fix that person. And, you know, the therapist would say, what are you feeling? What are you over there in your unique experience of life feeling? And can we let this person have their experience? You know, we find that we all grow through pain, and then we learn something, and then life is not that kind of pain that stops you in your tracks, although it probably started that way. You know, when I ask people how they got to unity, it's almost always the story of, I didn't know where else to go. So for a lot of people, this might have been the last house on the block. I was tired of going to beat-up church or whatever you were doing. And one of my friends that looked kind of happy said, maybe you want to come on over to Unity. It's the come as you are church. But you got to like who you are to come as you are. Right? So we're in this process of self-love, and it is a big, big journey, and it's a lifetime journey. And it's what I like to call on the radio show when I say, let's get naked, revealing your authentic self. What we're often doing is stripping off the mask, the disguise of how something's wrong with me, and wow, here I am. You know, wow, I had no idea how amazing I was once I decided I'm going to feel the fear and do it anyway. So let me just read a story to you from a friend of mine, Alan Cohen, who's an author, and he lives on Maui because people have to do these things. All right, so it's called From a Deep Breath of Life. It says, one day a friend and I set out to swim au natural in the mountain pools near my home. Soon after we arrived, a few people showed up. I should probably put my bathing suit on, I thought. These people may find my nudity offensive. Then I thought, but I was here first. Besides, most people swim naked. I'll just carry on as I am and trust that everyone will be fine. A short time later, a family showed up. Now I really should put my suit on, I thought. But we were here first, I remembered. Kids usually go naked anyway. I trust that everyone will be okay with it. Half an hour later, a tour group arrived. Off the minivan, the Japanese poured. Camcorders rolling. Now I really better get dressed. By this time, however, I was enjoying myself immensely. If they don't like it, that's their problem, I reasoned, because I was here first. So went the day. Everyone else wore swimsuits, but they seemed fine with us being naked, and we enjoyed ourselves. When we finally left, I felt a deep sense of peace. Do you have the courage to swim naked, even when others are wearing their suits? I'm not referring to being physically naked. It is infinitely more important to be spiritually naked, emotionally naked, to be who you are, whatever you are, wherever you are, to act from a sense of inner vitality rather than social accommodation. Who and what I am is enough. Let's say that together. Who and what I am is enough. And let's breathe in. Right. So my question, who will go to a nude beach? I'm kidding. Anyway. So the idea, I got your attention, right? The idea, though, of living without the masks nakedly is a way of living that is about being vulnerable. It is about being authentic. It is about not hiding behind our stories of something is wrong with me because, again, get a picture of you as a baby. Nothing was ever wrong with you. Nothing was ever wrong with you. And so the story of something's wrong with me may just be a family heirloom that's been passed along from generation to generation, and now you've got a new family. Yay! Right? So we don't have to have this story of something is wrong with me, and we keep on perpetuating it. And guess what? Nobody wins. No one really gets to know you if you don't know who you are. So that is probably your most important job, the reason actually you were born. Yogi Bhajan, an Indian teacher, says you are very powerful provided you know how powerful you are. All right? Okay, now, so life has this really interesting way of shutting us down, and then we come into this experience where we're opening up, and it's kind of scary at first. It's kind of weird at first, and then it just gets more fun to just be outrageous, be out of the box. So we're going to look at the idea of the word selfish, because what I see when people start really considering, what do I love? What do I want in life? How do I receive really healthy partnership and all the money I want and love and life and a job that's great for me? The first thing people can feel when you've been in this school of do for others and die on the vine, you know, you can feel selfish. And I've heard that word a lot. Gosh, it feels so selfish to even look at where I'm wounded in life. I start like, wow, that really hurt as a kid. And I really want to release that. And I really want to forgive that person. This experience of giving time to yourself can feel selfish. But let me tell you something I know 100% for sure. What is selfish is not sharing your gifts with the world. 100%, that is what selfish is. Selfish is born out of a sense of lack. It's born out of a sense of not knowing your abundance. It's born out of a sense of disconnection. And it's interesting to me that the recovery program, it says what? It's a selfish program, right? Because who has to stop being addicted? You do. Who needs to feed you? You do. Who needs to know the love that you are? You do. So life is a selfish program. We can say that together. Life is a selfish program. And let's breathe in. Because you need to be connected to you. And you need to be very selfish in your sense of how do I take care of myself? Because nobody can do that for you. People can do that for you when you know how to ask for help. But I can tell you I have had many people that are really challenged in life. And I say, what do you need? And they don't know. So I say, find out what you need, and then I'll be happy to help you. I know when I went from Al-Anon, AA to Al-Anon because I recognized after I got sober, I was just addicted to people all the time that had all these problems. Maybe, have y'all ever heard of that problem? And so I didn't have to look at myself because I was always solving everybody else's problems. And this very wise lady in Al-Anon once told me, she said, Heidi, don't answer a question that hasn't been asked. It's very deep. Don't answer a question that hasn't been asked, because I was like making up what you needed. You know, I was so unwilling to see where I was not loving myself that I was already willing to tell you what your problem was and fix it and everything else. So I had to really recognize, oh, I'm kind of a 24/7 job, just loving me. So when we move out of selfish, we automatically start to be in self-love. And I will, also just, say it probably every time, get a picture of yourself as a little one. Because when you are wanting to make decisions in life, you want to look at that little picture, because he or she will really remind you who you are. And can we live in that state of nakedness, in that sense of, I may feel uncomfortable about this, but I'm going to expose myself to this knowingness anyway. All right, now we just finished a prosperity class, and we'll start another one on September the 18th. But what happens in prosperity classes is people look at the ways that they don't love themselves. We talk about it, we cry about it, we get angry about it, and then it starts to move. Just like everything when we say, let me see how this is going to work out. So I invited one of our lovely people from the prosperity class, John Podelic, who is going to share his story of moving from selfish to self-love to a sense of self-knowledge. So John, please come join us. Let's give John a hand. All right.
Assume I use this?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. In the prosperity class last Thursday night, the final class, Heidi had people come up and she would hold the vision board, and people would talk about their visions and what they put on the board. And something that I put on my board that just was in my apartment, I found it in a magazine, it said, "It's time for your voice to be heard." And that made sense to me, because all the work that I have done, recovery, therapy, et cetera, it is helping me to bring me to the point where I believe that I'm a storyteller, and I believe I'm pretty good at it. And I certainly couldn't have done that when I was a kid, because I was a stutterer. And I stuttered badly, and long story short, dysfunctional family, scary father, alcoholism, blah, blah, blah. And I stuttered. And in school, it was really bad because I knew the answer most of the time, and I wouldn't raise my hand because I was scared I would stutter, and kids can be mean, and they would make fun of me and all that, porky pig and all that stuff, you know. So let's fast forward to 7th grade. I had a nun, I was raised Catholic, named Sister Catherine. And Sister Catherine was very, very old. And she should not have been teaching young children. She was kind of an angry and bitter lady, and I was scheduled for the next day to give a talk in geography. And I had to get up and stand by a map and use a pointer and do my thing. Well, the night before, I was terrified. Being a stutterer, the more pressure that a stutterer feels, the worse the stuttering gets. So I was terrified, but I had to do it. And so I got up there, she called my name, and I went up there. And I'm standing there for about a minute, 90 seconds. I was pretty good. And then I started to stutter. Now, one would think that a nun would be kind, and compassionate, and understanding. Not so much. I was standing there, pointing and stuttering, and then the kids started to laugh in the back and everything, so it was a disaster. And Sister Catherine stopped me, and with her crooked little finger went, "Sit down, kid, you can't talk right." And needless to say, it was devastating beyond belief. And she did it angrily. Her face was angry. I thought, so that set me back for quite a while. Very painful. But what happened was, the way I was as I grew up, it was like I developed an attitude of, I'll show you. I'll show you. Fast forward to college. Actually, fast forward to my teens. My mom divorced my father, and my mother had said that about 6 months after the divorce, she saw my stuttering really be reduced, and about a year later, it was almost gone. So that was the good news, but still, if I was under pressure of any kind, it could rear its head. So I'm in college, and I went to college to major in television, and that's been my career for 40 years. See, it can come up. But anyway, but I wanted to be a television director, and a television director cannot stutter. You have to speak quickly, clearly, and concisely. So I also took a course in college, like most of us, probably Psych 101. So I met the instructor, and I took a few classes, and he said, "Why don't you come and speak with me privately?" So I went to his office one time, and he started asking questions about my family and how I grew up, and I knew nothing about psychology or recovery or anything like that. So I thanked him politely, and I left. I said, "I don't need that. I'll conquer it on my own." So the bottom line is, I have been paid for doing voiceover work, which I'm very proud of. Not a lot. I'd like to do more, actually. But the first time I got a check, I was so proud. And my grandmother, who was hard of hearing, was able to hear my voice doing a commercial for Dominic's Food Stores in 1975.
All right.
So, thank you. So, for me, it's been about overcoming a lot, not just the stuttering, but the dysfunctional childhood and finding my voice. Now, I work in television for 40 years in various capacities, now as a stage manager and AD. But I'm trying to find out, what is my real voice? What is my real voice? What does my heart want to say? What do I need to put out into the world that is really from me? And so I think that I'm a good writer. And my mother gave me a backhanded compliment years ago. She said, "You write better than you talk," which is... Well, Mom, guess what? I do both very well.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So a few years ago, I was on retreat, a place 3 hours west of here, which is wonderful. It's just wonderful. And I love peace and quiet and solitude. And I had this experience with a male cardinal bird. It was, I guess I can use the word, it was the most mystical experience I had had. It was very mystical. And so I told the lady who runs the center, I told her what happened, and she said, you should write about it. And so I did. And I found myself really enjoying the punctuation, the words, changing everything, and writing from my heart about how I felt about it and what happened. And she published it in the newsletter for the place. And it's the first time I've been published. Not paid, of course, just the newsletter. But I've gotten some great responses for it. So that's given me the impetus to do more. And I think once you put yourself on a path and have faith in yourself, have faith that things are going to work out, things do work out. And so that's part of my journey now at almost 60 years old. I'm going to focus more on writing and more storytelling based on my experiences in life, recovery, traveling, and spiritual. And I think I have something worthwhile to say. So, thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So sweet. Look, you got a lot of people clapping. Yeah, so there you go.
That was easy.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so we look at John's journey of this way of feeling sort of stuck in our sense of selfish. I don't think that my gifts are, I don't even know what they are. I've been criticized, and we all know the teachers, the parents, the schools, the religions. And so we have to move into self-love. And for a while, it may feel like the sense of, I'm going to show you, which is okay. That sense of overcoming, because that nun, somebody was mean to her a lot. Right? And so we know that the self-love really comes through the sense of, even though I don't feel good about this, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to try anyway, and thanks for coming up and telling the story. Then we get into this place of self-knowledge. I know this about myself. I'm a good writer. I'm a storyteller. I'm a good speaker. It's almost the place of saying it like proactive gratitude, proactive love, being able to say it and then step into it. And so I would like to share one other story about this exact thing that John was talking about, and it's the gentleman that won the Academy Award for the movie Ratatouille, and just his acceptance speech. And we'll see. I know everybody wants to see Ratatouille now, but we're going to just see his acceptance speech, and it's another great story like John's.
Goes to Ratatouille. Bradford.
Including his nomination this year for Original Screenplay for Ratatouille, this is the second Academy Award for Brad Bird.
I think I'm going to throw up too. I want to thank the Academy, and I also want to thank my junior high guidance counselor for a meeting we had where he asked me, what do you want to do with your life? And I said, I want to make movies. And he said, what else do you want to do with your life? And I said, make movies. And he said, what if you couldn't make movies? I said, I'd have to find a way that I could. What if movies didn't exist? I'd have to invent them. And it went on like this till we were sick of each other. And I only realized just recently that he gave me the perfect training for the movie business.
All right. Yay, Brad. That's right. So maybe the easy part is being you, right? Maybe the challenging part is to recognize that nobody can be you, and no one can tell you what you should or shouldn't be interested in, what you should or shouldn't appreciate about yourself, that your interests and your guidance and your intuition are God having its way in the world. It's fascinating to know that the planet Neptune was discovered not by the ability to see it. It was a man in the mid-1800s that figured it out by the law of gravity. And then, as the telescope was invented, then they ended up seeing Neptune. So this gentleman, because of his love of astronomy, ended up discovering Neptune before it was actually there. It said almost all of the planets in our solar system have been discovered by astronomers. Although in this case, it took the added assistance of some photographic place. The exception is Neptune, which at over 2.8 billion miles distance is more than 30 times as far from the sun as the Earth. But its existence was first mathematically predicted by John Couch Adams and Urbain Le Verrier during the 1840s, and later by an astronomer in 1846. So what I know about self-love, and the reason I love this story and another story of a building in Kansas City that the person that put it together wanted a skylight to come through it when it was the time for a skylight of that massiveness to be created. And it wasn't created when he was alive. So he built the building with the hole in the middle, so when the skylight was created, it could be there. So our idea of self-love is that we really then start allowing future generations to be blessed because you're here. You know, self-love will allow you to make that movie when people tell you you can't. It will allow you to write and to speak and to have voiceovers when people tell you you can't talk. You know, it will allow you to go beyond what is outside of you and really allow this amazing, unlimited light that is within you to shine. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross says that people are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within. So we, as Jesus again told us, that light, you put it on a candle. You don't put a bushel of what people think about me over it, what people have told me about me. You know, allow yourself to make some friends here. Get involved here, because the people here just want to remind you how amazing you are. It'll feel weird at first, like you really think I have this great value, but it will be the thing that will set us free and allow this world to be what it needs to be. The world cannot go on without you shining your light. No pressure, you know, but you are here to let your light shine and to allow others to see better. And that is the only reason we're here. So my ex-boss, Reverend Duke Tufty, when I would put a talk together, he'd go, Heidi, who cares about that? Why does anybody care about that? Tell me why they care. And of course, it was his motivation tactic to actually tell me why people would care about a talk. But anyway, as I stood in the love that I was able to say, because this is what sets us free. You know, this is what allows us to get up in the morning and say, I wonder how this is going to work out. Let's say that together. I wonder how this is going to work out. This day that has never been created before today, and I am a person that will never be on this planet again. I wonder how this is going to work out. And you may eventually practice this sense of easy and allow yourself to really have a lot of fun. So Paul, one of our residents, congregants, is always talking about how much he loves roller coasters. And I love the idea of a roller coaster because life can feel like I'm learning, and you get to the top of it, and something clicks in, and then you get to go, whee! And so we have a wee video, another tool for life to be easy. And see if you can relate to our little wee friend.
Pure adrenaline.
There you go. There's all of you going out into the world. So we, all the way home on foam, right? All right. I know, a little corny, but it's fun. All right, yay, Piggy. That's it. So thanks for letting your life be easy. Thanks for telling me how interesting life works out, even when it is at your dark times. They say we're going to walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Just don't camp out. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep letting it work. And so allow yourself to be energized when you have effort, to allow life to work out, because it will, to really focus on self-love, and to say yes to the things that are your dream. And let us support you. Let us love you. Come to a prosperity class. Come to all the gazillion things that go on here at Unity in Chicago, because we're making the world. We're letting our light shine so others can see better. So let us say, again, our I wonder, together, I wonder how this is going to work out. And one more time.
That was easy.
Yes. Whee! Yay, y'all. All right. I bow to the magnificence. Now, let us anchor this time, because we're hearing, we're learning, and now we're going to breathe into the truth of easy. All right? So I invite you to let the chair on which you're sitting completely support you. And know that it is selfish to not give yourself the time to be with you. Do not take you away from the world for one more minute. That precious, beautiful, innocent, remarkable child that God created in the image and likeness of God's self. So let's breathe into the sense of vulnerability, and of knowing that there was absolutely, clearly a time in your life when you were so bold in your sense of being who you are. Today I allow my vulnerability to show. I have walked a long road, as everyone has. I have gained a tremendous sense of self-respect for my willingness to meet the challenges of life, to meet my inner depths. I have learned that my greatest chance to meet my life with my insides intact is to remain vulnerable, to remain alive. I do not need to hide my real self from others anymore in order to keep from feeling pain. I can let myself show. And in this way, I get the support I need and so desire. I no longer push away that which I want the most. To be loved at first sight, a man should have at the same time something to respect and something to love. So we allow love to be our birthright, the essence of every cell of our being, and the experience that we will allow ourselves to have right here and right now. So I invite you to breathe into the inspiration of the energy of this community. People showing up to love themselves, serve one another, be in that sense of selflessness in oneness. A new family that sees you and loves you as you learn to love yourself. We rest into that sense of all is well. Who and what I am is enough. My inspiration is genius. The truth will set me free. So in our time of resting in the great I am, I allow you to imagine something in your life that brings you peace, that brings ease into your heart. It can be an experience. It can be an adventure. It can be a talent. It can be a pet or a friend. It can be your home. And just recognize as you breathe into this feeling of the ease of this experience that your body starts to shift on the inside. You breathe in, allow your heart to embrace that sense of, this is easy. This is easy. And let's allow ourselves to be in this place of silence, in the place of be still and know that I am. Be still and know. And now just be. Be. We take that long journey from the head to the heart, and we let the heart be the place that's smart. We let our intuition be our guide. We let our childlike nature inspire us to play. And we know that the world works when love is our compass. And so I commit myself to a life of loving the precious child that I am and this wonderful adult that I am evolving into. Who and what I am is absolutely enough. It's a privilege to be me. It's a privilege to be alive. It's a privilege to be here. I am blessed, and I am the blessing. And so it is. And we take another breath together, and we'll sing together a song that is about being the blessing. And if you'd like to take the hand of your neighbor, you're welcome to do that. And we do have the words up on the screen because it's a new song for us. So in that prayerful energy, let's just sing together.
I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God
That's okay. Now we think about all those people that are on our minds and we're remembering and all the intentions we want to hold dear. And I invite you to speak the names out loud of those you would like held into this prayer, into our sacred space. Kathy. In this moment, we hold our beloved community in our hearts and prayers. We send our love and healing to one another, to our city, these United States, and our leaders. We hold Reverend Heidi, our board, our staff, all our volunteers in this powerful prayer energy. And we bless each one of them. May our peace and oneness bless our brothers and sisters all over the world. Thank you, God, for prayers already answered. Amen. Today, the prayer chaplains, we are your prayer chaplains. We have Leslie and Rosie, and I am Michael. We are here to support this community in prayer. If you have a prayer concern, a joy to share, whatever you might have on your heart, we are here to pray with you. We want to make sure that no one leaves today with a burden on their heart. You don't have to do anything other than to just make your request. We will then take your request into prayer, and rest assured we will honor your confidentiality. The prayers in the prayer box are prayed on here at Unity in Chicago and then sent to Unity Village, where they are prayed on for additional 30 days. Also, feel free to send a prayer request through our website during the week. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, great souls. All right, so we're going to give with ease and abundance to this incredible place that we call home, that we call our sanctuary, this spiritual mansion that we have, and these incredible grounds, and that we're all in ownership of this place and its ongoingness. So if you'll hold your tithe, your love offering, if you give electronically, or if you've given last week in the prosperity class, just really bless the basket with the energy of you, because the energy of you is what love's all about. So if you'll hold your tithe, your love offering in your hand, and let's just breathe in, knowing this is one of many, many channels of good, and we don't bring a thimble to the waterfall of life. We have open arms saying, abundance is my natural state of being. Can we say that together? Abundance is my natural state of being. Oh, yes, it is. And so let's say together our conscious giving blessing. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And thank you, too.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. Yes, I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so
Gretchen and Karen, thank you, thank you, thank you. My gosh. I tell you, yay. All right, yay, staff and board and your beautiful face. We're all in this together. All right, so let's just breathe in. We're so grateful to have this incredible family, a place that we are loved just for who we are. And now it is our job to be who we are, 100%. So we give from that sense of gratitude, and we know these funds go out, bless this place, our beautiful home. They exchange hands many, many times over and come back into our lives in unexpected and amazing ways. So we get ready for the miracle. And let's say together our conscious giving blessing. We are grateful for these gifts of faith and love. We recognize these are signs of our prosperity and highest good. We affirm God is in action right here and right now. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Randy.
Okay, I am so grateful that this community has so many events that we can't possibly hope to announce them all during the service. So we want to keep emphasizing that it is especially important for you to really take your bulletins and all those little sheets home with you and make sure you mark your calendars, take a look at what's coming up. I mean, like that event we had Friday night and, many of these other things that are going on. They are so much fun, and they are so rich and so wonderful. We all want you to participate, so please take your bulletins home and look at what's coming up and plan to participate. So, and there are many save the dates. Like I noticed this morning, the gala is October 24th. Okay, let me block that on my calendar. Exactly. So it's a forecast of what's coming, and you want to make sure your calendar is free. So, okay. That said, I am going to highlight just a few little tidbits for you. The first one is we are a family here at Unity in Chicago, and we want to support each other during challenging times as well as celebrations. We have a couple people we want to shout out to today. First one is Jean Scott is experiencing chemo treatment right now, and she could use some community support as she goes through that process. In addition, our beloved John Stoltz is in a rehab center recovering from an injury to his leg, and he would appreciate some visitors or cards. So if you stop by in the Sunshine Gallery after the service and see Ro, she can give you information about how you might help Jean and also give you the address to send a card or go to visit John. So, or call. Exactly. So please support our community with those requests. Also, Centra Romero wants to extend their deep appreciation to Unity for your outpouring of care for the children in their domestic violence program. So thanks to you, each child in their program did receive a backpack this year. How cool is that? And also, they got to see the benefit of the outpouring of love and community that we have here at Unity in Chicago. So thanks for being part of that. Also, coming up on September 28th, our LGBTA team invites you to participate in the AIDS Walk and Run. They have a table downstairs in the Friendship Room to get more information if you're interested in that. Also, okay, it'll be the 14th. It'll be the 14th. Regardless, there is a table downstairs. You can sign up and get more information. Also, coming up this Thursday, our night ministry prepares a special summer picnic for the homeless, and they need some additional hands starting at 6:30. Once again, Ro will be in the gallery, and you can sign up with her to come join that. Also, just a reminder, we have our Wednesday cafes, and we have a new time. They used to start at 5:30. Now they start at 6. The cafe is at 6, and then followed by the meditation with the chaplains, and then the service is now starting at 7:30 instead of 7. So please plan to join us then. We have Claudia Braun here with an announcement for us.
Hi, I'm Claudia Braun, and I am going to be doing a 1-hour talk today at 1:30, and it's for those of us who struggle with food, with issues with our body, and if you'd like to get a different perspective, transformation around it, 1:30 today, and then we'll be starting a 4-week group from 7 to 8:30 September 8th. So if this speaks to you, I hope you'll join me.
Thank you. And the flip side of food is that we have our fabulous Taste of Unity coming up on September 6th. And it's a Saturday, September 6th. And I believe we have some representatives here to talk to us.
Hello, everybody. If I'm looking a little red, this is what happens when you arrive at church late. They ask you to do this. But I hope all of you will come to the September 6th, that's a Saturday. The Taste of Unity is 4:30 to 7:30. This is all the food that they're going to be serving. It's just going to be wonderful. There is going to be a disc jockey as well. After the service today, Diane and I are going to be in the Sunshine Gallery selling tickets. If you buy a ticket in advance, it gives the chefs just a little idea of how much food to make. So, I hope that you will consider that. Tickets right in there after the service, and I think that's it. Now I'm going to crawl back into the woodwork. I was going to press that button. I think we need this button.
That was easy.
Thank you.
Thank you, DC. So what has been the funnest part of this is DC's been wearing this apron the whole service, but he's been very modest. He's kept himself covered. So I got a sneak peek at the first service, so I got to enjoy his modesty. So at any rate, all right. Also, we have some furry friends here with us today. Oh my gosh, they are so sweet and so darling. Oh my gosh. And there is actually a black kitty here that you can visit as well. So.
Yes, we have a lot of kittens. They're 12, 13 weeks old now. They're neutered, spayed, everything's done on them. They're ready to go. There's 2 sets of twins. These are gray and white, and then we have a black and white pair of twins, and then we have a striped one. So I'll be in the back if you'd like to come and pet them. And I appreciate all your support for the pet ministry. Thanks again. Thank you.
Thank you. These are sweet little kitties. Stop by. They need good homes. Okay, our beautiful flowers today were given by Jeff Bibick in honor of his beloved Sarah Bibick and their 20th anniversary. They were here at the first service, and I love the note that he wrote. When a funny magician named Jeff met a beautiful dancer named Sarah, it was showtime for love. Rave reviews led to the addition of 2 amazing co-stars, Zoe and Jake, and the Bibick Show, which opened here at Unity 20 years ago, goes on. Thank you for your love. And so, of course, we thank them, we congratulate them, we wish them at least another 20 years of light, love, and happiness together, so, and as part of our community here. So all the best to them. So if you are here for the first time today, we hope that you are enjoying our service. We hope you feel the warm love and energy that is our community here at Home on Thome. And if you are here, we would like to share a tiny little gift with you. So if you're here for the first time, if you just raise your hand with me so our ushers can find you. Hi, welcome. Okay. got here. Oh, Marilyn, we've got one here too in the front. Or right here. Okay, perfect. Did we catch everybody? Okay. So like I said, welcome. We hope to learn more about you, get to know you better. Please stop by our welcome table in the gallery, and we have a CD we'd like to share with you. Also, if you or anyone else who is here has any questions for us, please stop by the welcome table, because we want to make sure that everybody here can become part of our fabulous community. So welcome. Okay, now let us welcome back Patty Ortega.
I woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. 3 little birds, each on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. And they were singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Say don't worry about a thing, no, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. 3 little birds, each on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. And they were singing, this is my message to you. Say don't worry, no, about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. You know it is. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Come on, Peter. Do something, Peter. Everybody sing. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. You know, don't worry, why, about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, each on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, the melodies pure and true. They were singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Why? 'Cause every little thing's gonna be alright. 'Cause every little thing's gonna be alright. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Thank you.
That was amazing. Yeah, all right. So we can just stay standing. Thank you, Patty. Oh, thanks for saying yes. All right. I don't need this. So we're going out into the world and we're asking the question, I wonder how this is going to work out. Let it be easy. Let's sing ourselves out of here. That's me. That's me. I wish the kids were here. They're supposed to sing that part.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.